Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. So AMC, over 30 million shares have been returned. In order for shares to be returned, they must be purchased and settled or borrowed, guys. So let's go ahead and take a further look at this. Shares that was purchased on Friday and wouldn't settle until today. AMC's estimated short interest fell from 22.4% to 20% today. We know short interest, we talked about this in previous videos. Whenever short interest drop like that, it's giving us an indication that shorts have began to cover, guys. So the shares on loan have been increasing faster than the short interest for several weeks. So it's likely that the bulk of the 30 million shares returned yesterday had not been sold short. So they saying it's likely that the 30 million shares returned had not been sold short, guys. But if they were sold short, they did start to cover and give them borrowed shares back at a great time, being for the fact that we know this is the bottom for AMC, and for them to return these shares at this time, they did probably came up out of this situation with a profit. And what AMC closing price is $11.84. If we was to times that by 30 million, that would give us roughly $355 million, guys. So imagine if they waited another 14 days, 3 weeks, a month to return those shares. And AMC did exactly what it did the last time we came down to the $13-14 range a couple months ago. And less than 14 days, we was already back at 36, almost 50% of our all-time high price, guys. And if they was to wait, those shares, then the return cost on those would be $1,650,000,000, guys. That's how much of an increase in price it would be if they were to wait and AMC spike up in price action like we expecting, guys. So like we say though, like we know, this isn't going to automatically push AMC up, because if once 30 million shares were returned, we should have gotten that buying pressure. We should have seen a crazy nice little push up, at least few dollars on the share price, and not just 40-50 cents. So that's my take on it, guys. So going into tomorrow, it will be a lot of choppiness, guys. The Feds is expected to raise rates by 75 basis points, and like we know, if the market ain't already started to calculate that in ahead of time, we will see some more turbulence to the downside. But also we got to throw in the factor of the fact that I told you guys the Feds have a 99% conviction rate, but that 1%, that is 1% of the time that they're going to be wrong, is whenever they already beaten and hammer the market down so much that it is just inedible to go back up. Meaning it done hit so hard, you done got me down to such low levels that we're not too much concerned on how the economy is going right now, because you got Tesla at $300 per share. You got Shopify at $100 per share. You got, Tilray at $1 per share. So whenever you get these stocks at levels like that, I don't care what's going on in the world, these billionaires and millionaires, even if you ain't doing it retail, they is going to be loading the boat, guys, taking out, getting more credit lines, getting more loans, not even using their own money, and just killing them. So that's what I believe could possibly happen, and also goes into play with the psychological points of the market. When everybody is expecting more downside, that's going to be when the market reverse and push up the hardest, guys. When everybody least expected, catching them off guards. When a lot of more shorts is piling in because they hear the recession is coming, they hearing all this bad stuff. They like, yeah, I'm about to short it even more. And next thing you know, it do something, we get seeing news articles, the media, oh man, how is the stock market doing this? What's going on? Man, you know exactly why it's doing this, So like I say, guys, just be prepared for anything in this market, because it definitely will surprise you, especially when it starts to pick back up and run up very hard. Even if it's going to be choppy, it's going to be a lot of up and downs, but it's going to run, it's going to run hard soon, guys. And AMC is going to be trucking along right along with it. So you already know what to do, guys. Add your boy on Instagram at the B Hayes Show. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. We go.